Hello guys and gals, it's your dude, the fam dude, and today we're going to be going over Fischl for character analysis video because there is currently going to be an event coming up on November 16th where even free-to-play players that are above Adventure Rank 20 can actually obtain Fischl for free. Now, that being said, I do want to talk about her because she is an amazing DPS, amazing for setting up elemental reactions, and how you build her really does make a difference. So, I have my Fischl built with the Favonius Warbow as a support. I have her strictly for crits and for sending out Oz. So, my main goal with Fischl is to send Oz out, switch her out, bring out my main DPS, and just go to town while Oz does like a little bit of damage here and there. The weapon I use the Favonius Warbow because the critical hits generate particles, which brings Oz out quicker. This is an amazing bow for a support style Fischl. The only thing better for a support style Fischl is getting the stringless, which is kind of hard to get now, let's be honest. And I don't like recommending 5-star weapons on character analysis videos. Not anymore. Moving on, I got artifacts on her. Because I'm using the Favonius Warbow and critical hits are such a big thing, I do have the Berserker 2-piece set on her, and I also have the Bloodstained Chivalry set. Now, I kind of messed up on this one because Bloodstained Chivalry is for a physical attacking set, which is good for if I'm making her a DPS. But what I should really recommend for you is just have her equip the Thunderbird set, because you're going to get the electro damage bonus, especially if you're going to be using her as a support, because a lot of her skills and a lot of her dots and AoEs are going to be based strictly on electrical AoE damage or electrical damage period. So Thunderbird's Mercy is really good, and you can actually find it really easily in the domains. So the domain in question for the artifact here for the Thundering Fury is actually right here next to Star Snatch Cliff, and you'll see you can actually get it starting at Purification level 3. You can start getting the 4-star, and by Purification 5 you can start getting the 5-star that drops. But this is a really good set for your electric user because of the damage bonus, and it's really nice. It's really nice. Getting into Fischl's talents, her main attack is strictly based on attack and attack percentage. You can influence some more damage with some crit and crit damage, but you're going to be focusing on attack percent, and electrical damage boost primarily. So those are the three you're going to be looking forward to. Night Rider is a skill where you send out your bird Oz. So you're going to be sending Oz out to come out and do basic DPS. As you can see, he does little dot damage to nearby enemies and cooking pots for some reason. And what he does is he does damage based on your attack percentage, and your electro bonus damage. So you want to make sure you have him out. Another really good thing to do with Oz is once you let him out, you can switch to your main character. You can do some DPS, and then if you actually move away, you can actually press the E button again if you're on PC, and you can have him move. So he's not a turret, like he's basically a turret, but you can actually have him move with you. Your burst is Midnight Phantasmagoria. It's where you do a style of electro damage as you go through enemies. So you will become Oz, and you'll be moving through enemies. You want to hit as many enemies as you can during that limited time, because you don't stay in that form for very long. But you do 260% your damage, at least at level 4. And it's really good for setting up elemental reactions. So what I recommend is you come out, hit Midnight Phantasmagoria, and then switch over to Xingling or any other fire type. Like I have Klee. And, get the elemental reaction working for you. She works really well with Xingling for the free-to-play characters. Xingling is able to be gotten from Spiral Abyss. And with the event Fischl coming out now, you have a pretty good roster that doesn't rely on Lisa. I don't really like Lisa, let's be honest. Her constellations, running into Gaze of the Deep here. Even when Oz is not present in the combat, you can still watch over, and he does 22% attack damage. So if he's gonna do 22% of Fischl's attack damage again on Fischl herself, you want to stack attack and attack percentage, just so he's doing more damage overall. The damage he does do is electro damage, so keep that in mind. That stacking electro damage is also going to give you a bonus after attack damage is calculated. Devourer of all sins, when Knight Rider Oz is used, deals an additional 200% attack as damage, and its AoE is increased by 50%. So now Oz is doing even more damage. So, guys, it's crazy. It's crazy. You want to keep doing this. You want to keep stacking attack percent, and electric. I'm going to keep saying this until it gets in your heads that even as a support, you want to stack attack percentage, and electro. I can't say it enough. Wings of Nightmare. Increased level of Knight Rider Oz by 3. Thus, more damage. You see how crazy she builds just on the first 3 constellations. Everything stacks with Oz, Oz, Oz. That's why she's such a good support, because her Oz stays out there. Her Oz is going to be doing all this damage no matter what character you trade over to, and you got no problems. C4 is where she really blows up, excuse the pun, because now her burst is going to increase damage by 222 attack, and it's going to be doing it as electro damage. So again, attack and attack percentage is going to be calculated with this skill, and then once it's converted to electro damage, it's going to get another boost if you're using the Thundering Fury artifact set, or if you have the electro damage bonus on one of your artifacts. So you want to keep stacking this. You want to make it sickening. You can be doing stupid amounts of damage on Fischl, and you don't even got to be using her. You just be switching her in, blast stuff, switch out, elemental reactions, switch out, go into a swirl character, any of the Animo characters that have swirl, and just go to town. I swear. Constellation 5 makes your Midnight Phantasmagoria, your burst, even stronger. So now, not only is it getting a boost on the C4, now you're getting a boost on the C5. C6 extends Oz's duration, and then Oz attacks with your active character when present. I mean, it's amazing. It also does another 30% of Fischl's attack damage. Fischl's broken. By the first 3, her skill with Oz becomes an amazing support character. By 4 and 5, she's ridiculous. 6 is just a utility addition, which honestly, you don't even need, but if you get it, her DPS is going to go even higher. I mean, she stacks so well. As far as her Ascension talents, level 10 Ascension, your very first Ascension, is going to be an increase to where when you hit Oz with your charged attack, it's going to do an AoE electro damage. So with Oz, you're going to run up, drop him up. Try not to get frozen like that. And you see, he's doing that little lightning strike. So Fischl's really good. I love this. You see how Oz is already shooting. So I have me shooting. I have the little spark next to me shooting as well. That's actually Oz. Throw Oz back out. And then you see Oz do the lightning bolt right there again. That's what that Ascension 1 does. So it does do AoE electro damage equal to 152% of the arrow's damage, which arrow's damage is calculated by... Yes, that's right. Attack percentage, and electro damage. You guys are getting good at this. Her passive from jump is Mine Hagastana. Basically, your expeditions are going to be able to run faster in Mondstadt when you're using Fischl as the character for that particular expedition. I use her all the time for ores, so when I need like white iron and crystal, you see me stacking that on my AR-43 account here, because once you get those prototype drops from the bosses, you can make the prototype weapons immediately as you get them. And it's nice to have. You can also use those items that you get from expeditions to make weapon enhancement materials, which can help you when you're leveling up a new character. So as you guys can see, Fischl's passive stat here 20 hours to go ahead and get the rewards here. I'll go ahead and select her. You can see when dispatch on Expedition and Mondstadt. Time consumed is reduced by 25%. So on a 20-hour trip, it's actually 15 hours. So there you go. All the better. All the better. Like for the people who got lucky enough to pull Child or Diona. You know, it's a great thing. She is good because she and Bennett both have this ability, and that reduces on 20 hours, it reduces down 4 hours total. So a 20-hour expedition goes down to 16. At Ascension 4, when your active character triggers an electro-related elemental reaction, when Oz is on the field, he does his AoE and does damage equal to 80% of Fischl's attack damage as electro damage. So again, attack percent electro. It's so easy to level and build Fischl. You can either make her a physical fighter with the Bloodstained Chivalry and Gladiator set, or you can make her a support character and go Thundering Fury. And I personally would make Thundering Fury and Berserker, especially if you're using the Favonius Warbow. If you're going for a DPS build, you can go with the Skyward Harp if you have the 5-star, which, good luck. I know it's out in the banner right now, so if you get lucky enough to pull it, awesome. Or you can use the Compound Bow. The Compound Bow is the bow that is built via the blacksmith. So you can get these from Leway. You can get it from boss drops. I mean, build this up. You can make her do stupid amounts of just tap damage. And she can break the game. If you think Child is bad, add this on her, build Gladiator and Bloodstained, and then throw Oz out too. All your damage is gonna frickin' just wreck. Just make sure you are building flat attack, that base attack damage, so when you have that attack percentage come into play, you're gonna be boosting it by more because you have the base damage, the base attack, to boost it by. Now, Fischl's Ascension cost to upgrade her is going to run you pretty well high on the boss drops, the lightning prisons, the gems themselves. You're going to be following a lot of small lamp grass. You can find this fairly easily in the beginning parts of the game, so definitely keep an eye out for these. They're usually in clumps of 2, 3, and 4, so you definitely want to pick these if you see them. And then she'll be using firm arrowheads as the monster drops. So killing all those Hill Trail archers will definitely have many good things waiting for you upon leveling up Fischl and getting her set up. The cost is quite high. You're talking about 420,000. So make sure you have the Mora. If you guys think of anything that I didn't think of, maybe I wasn't too clear or concise on something, or maybe you have other ideas on how to build Fischl, let me know in the comments down below. I'm always willing to take comments, and I'm always trying to answer them. So I'm genuinely interested on how you guys would build Fischl. Don't forget that this event is going to be live from the 16th until the 30th. You have to do all 3 quests in order to get her. So anytime during this event, if you need help, like finishing a quest or doing anything in general, let me know. I'm going to be streaming twice a day for the entirety of this week, so I can help people obtain their free Fischl. So if you're a free-to-play player who needs it, or if you already have Fischl from a role and you just need it for a Constellation, like I do, let me know. I'll be willing to help you. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Make sure you join the Discord to stay up to date with our discussions about Genshin Impact, and just, you know, in order to find people who are helpful like me. You can also join me on YouTube here and hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Make sure you put it on all so you're up to date on all videos that come out. And you can also join me on Twitch at twitch.tv/famdude to come hang out and enjoy. That's where I do all my AR-43 grinding from here on out. So if you need help, Twitch is the easiest, best place for you to get help, because I can jump on immediately, help you in your world, and do anything you need for domains, bosses, or whatever. But that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. And I'll see you in the next Discord conversation, group, stream, etc., video. I'm bad at these things. Peace.